أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه. We continue our theme تربية الشخصية القرآنية كيف تكون وما لا تكون, developing the Quranic personality, how to be and what not to be. We know that Ramadan is a month of ihsan, a month of heightened consciousness, month of fasting, of increased worship, of spiritual reflection, a month of philanthropy and increased compassion. Ramadan encourages the promotion of the spirit of what we call locally Ubuntu, of humanity to others. It's about consciously caring, about sharing, about being sympathetic of the needs of the people around us, about deepening our understanding of our world while simultaneously empathizing with the challenges faced by people and those in need. This spirit of ihsan and this concept of Ubuntu, which we have locally, was brought into test the past few days. We experienced a devastating fire the past 2 days in our beautiful city of Cape Town, burning acres of vegetation on the iconic Table Mountain and spreading to the esteemed University of Cape Town, destroying part of the 200-year-old Library of African Antiquities, forcing hundreds of students on campus and thousands of residents in surrounding areas to evacuate. But in all of that, it was so reassuring, alhamdulillah, to see the immediate positive response of Muslim institutions. Institutions that provided much needed and urgently required aid and relief to all those who needed the help and support. May Allah bless all of them. We know that this tragedy, like any other tragedy, carries tremendous power. Tragedies carry tremendous power. Power to cause grief, to cause sadness, to cause despondency sometimes, to cause mourning. But also it has the power to cause cooperation, reflection, and also introspection. Though we cannot undo the tragedy, what has happened, you cannot undo the tragedy, but we can and must reflect upon what we can do to alleviate its negative effects. We live in a universe of cause and effect. We are alive, people are born, people will die, people get sick. This is the reality of life. That will not change. So we live in a universe of cause and effect, and the consequences of which are inescapable. Fire does burn. Water does drown. Viruses do infect, and diseases do destroy. They'll continue doing so till the end of time. These facts and these realities have moral and social implications. And as we know, any natural hazard may strike at any time and can cause considerable loss of life and of property, reminding us as human beings, as powerful as we think we are, it reminds us of our enduring vulnerability in the face of Mother Nature. So as people of faith, as people of Iman, it is our moral duty to respond to the needs of people who are in distress, to respond with generosity of spirit, but also with urgency. And that's why Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, Wallahu fi awni al-abd, ma dama al-abdu fi awni akhi. Allah will be at the assistance of a person as long as that person is of assistance to fellow human beings. In another hadith, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, in Sahih Muslim documented, he said, وَمَنْ يَسَّرَ عَلَى مُعْسِرٍ يَسَّرَ اللَّهُ فِي الدُّنْيَا وَالْآخِرَةِ. Whoever helps people in the difficulties, Allah will personally help them in this world and the hereafter. May Allah count us among them. So rather than merely watching the devastation by the fire on television or listening on the news as detached spectators, our faith demands of us and motivates us to be proactive. Where you can, you volunteer. Where you can, you donate. If you can, physically or indirectly, support, please support as best as you can. The Prophet ﷺ reminded us, after all, أَحَبُّ النَّاسِ إِلَى اللَّهِ أَنْفَعُهُمْ لِلنَّاسِ. The most beloved of people, of all the people, the most beloved to Allah are those who are most beneficial to humanity. So may the compassionate, may the most compassionate, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, may the most compassionate make us agents of His compassion. In these times of trying, of tribulation and beyond, through Ramadan and after Ramadan, through the pandemic and after the pandemic, through the fire and well after fire, or any other tragedy that may strike. So let us be beloved to Allah. If the most beloved are those who are helpful to others, may we be also beloved to Allah. Let us be beneficial agents of compassion. Let's never be indifferent to the suffering of people. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله.